Yo guys, this is your artist Tolg and I'm back with a brand new drawing tutorial. We will draw on an A3 size paper again, and this is the paper I'm using, but you can draw on any size you want. Today I will show you how to draw Vegito Super Saiyan from Dragon Ball Z. For the sketch we need a pencil, an eraser and a ruler, and you can find all the materials I'm using listed in the info box below. So we are using the paper in landscape form, halving the paper from the horizontal and then from the vertical, so we can start drawing from the middle of the paper, and we will add a 4 cm guideline so it can help us to draw from the eye part. We will draw Vegito slightly turned to the side, but he will look directly at us, with him raising his fists around waist level. So as I said, we will start drawing from the eye part, and we are using both guidelines to draw the eyes. The horizontal line will help us to place the eyes equally and also to draw the eyebrows the same length. The big iris we will place on the center of the eyes, and the vertical line will help us to draw the nose and the mouth on the center of the face, and we will give Vegito a very confident smirk. Now we will draw the edgy face shape of Vegito and also the forehead. The ears we will place on eye level and make sure that they look the same. Now drawing the Potara earrings on both sides, and I really like how the face looks so far. Now drawing the two hair bangs from the middle of the hairline, one will be a bit bigger than the other. Looks great, and now we will draw the main hair, and here I like to start the hair very lightly to get an idea of each hair bang, and then we can draw more detailed. I like to draw each hair bang in a bit different size and also in a quite different direction to give the hair more dynamics. Perfect. Now we can add some hairlines to the hair to finish up the head part. I love it so far, and now we will draw the body. As you know, I always draw the very rough shape of the complete body first to get an idea of the pose, the size of the muscles, the proportions, and also the clothes. This is very helpful, and then we can already start drawing detailed, and I like to start with the big V-neck shirt area. Here I also like to draw pretty lightly because I'm still figuring out the shape and size of everything while I'm drawing. The chest muscles will be very defined, and I'm also adding the details to the neck area and then the wrinkles to the shirt. Now we will draw the shirt over the shirt, and both shirts are very loose, so we will draw it like that, and we will add lots of wrinkles to it. And as you can see, I'm not drawing fully detailed right away, I'm still drawing lightly because, as I said, I'm figuring out everything while I'm drawing. So this way I can erase my mistakes way easier. So the upper part looks great. Now we will draw the belt, which is wrapped around the waist, and the small part of the pants which we can't see. So now to the most difficult part, maybe after the face, which is drawing the arms. So here I'm also starting with the rough shape. This arm will be behind the body as Vegito is slightly turned and he is wearing big gloves. And drawing the fist we will make very easy now by drawing the rough shape of the fist first, also drawing the shape of each banded fingers and then the thumb on top. And when we got the rough structure, drawing it detailed is very simple from here. Perfect. The other arm will be a bit more complex. It will be further away from the body. The bicep will face us, so the back muscles of the arm we can see very little, and pay attention that the biceps will end on the level of the belt to get the proportions correct. That looks perfect. Now we will draw the fist to finish up the sketch. And this is the exact same process as before, so take your time here and adjust as often as you need to. Alright guys, this is a sketch of Vegito Super Saiyan, I love it, and now we are ready to ink this. The pens I'm using are also listed down below, and the inking process is very simple as you know. Just trace the sketching lines slow and controlled, and make sure to keep your hand relaxed. Perfect, now erasing all the pencil lines, and then we are ready to color. For the coloring I'm using alcohol-based markers as always, and I'm also mentioning the color tones I'm using at the moment on the screen, and you will start with coloring the hair. So I'm using 4 different color tones for the hair, and I always like to start with the brightest tone, because that way I can add the shades the best. So the shades we will add on the right side of Vegito, and that means his left side will be bright. The shading I like to add on the hairlines, it's very simple, but also the best option. We will also do a lot of blending, and I'm using each color tone with many layers to create an even and smooth coloring. What's also very important is to use the pen again after finishing one hairbang. I like to improve the inking lines and also to make them a bit thicker, to improve the overall drawing and also to make the lines stand out more. And we will continue just like that for the rest of the hair. Perfect, the hair looks very smooth and we are using the same tones for the eyebrows, of course. Great. These are the two tones I'm using for the eyes, and we will also use some blending here, and then we will color the Potara earrings, and the color tones for that you can choose by yourself, as it's a very small part and you don't always have to use the same color tones as me. Okay, now we will color the skin. The skin is always a very important part for me. I always want to color the skin very good and defined. I want the skin to stand out, and here I'm also using 4 different color tones. Same as for the hair, I'm starting with the brightest tone, making the left side of the face bright, and the shades we will add on the right side. And I'm also doing many layers with each color tone to create a very smooth coloring. I also like to use the wrinkles of the face features, and muscle definition to add the shading. Perfect, now some blending, and then we can outline the inking lines of the face a second time as well. And of course, same process for the chest and neck area. You can do it, so let's go. Okay guys, I really like how Vegito looks so far, and now we will color the middle part of the orange shirt. I'm using 3 different tones here, and for the shading I will use the wrinkles of the shirt. Now some blending, and then we will use the darkest tone to add some deepness to the shades. Perfect, now we will color the small shirt part and the arms with the same color tones and with the same technique. So for the gloves I'm using 3 different gray tones, and we will also use many layers here to create a smooth coloring and the shades you will add around the wrinkles and the banded fingers. Perfect, and now the exact same process on the other side, except here I will add more shades to the arm. That means we will use the brighter tones less and the darker tones way more, but we will still add the shading around the muscle definition, so let's do it. Perfect guys, Vegito looks amazing, and now we will color the blue suit and belt. I'm using 3 different blue tones here, one bright, one medium and one dark blue tone for the deep shades. The process is still the same, but this is a huge area to color, so I had to use multiple layers so that area was colored perfectly even. It took a bit more time, but it was necessary. The darker shades we will add along the wrinkles and on the very outer parts of the right side, and here I'm using many layers as well. Now some blending, and then we will outline this area one more time, and for the rest we will do the exact same process. So now let's finish Vegito. So guys, last touch, and then Vegito Super Saiyan is done, and I think this one really looks amazing. I really love the pose, and the colors I chose are also great. Another tutorial is in the books, and now let me know in the comments what you think and how good you could follow my steps. Send me your drawing on Instagram so I can take a look, and let me know in the comments for which character I should make a tutorial next. For commissions, check out the commission contact info down below, check out my online shop for original drawings and prints, and subscribe to my real-time channel. That's it guys, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next